She is 95 years old. She has carried grief longer than most people carry anything. But nothing could have prepared her for the moment she looked across the room and saw her son again. Not a memory, not a photograph, not a dream. A living, breathing image of the boy she raised, the voice she nurtured, the soul she watched become the greatest entertainer the world has ever known. What happened next left everyone in that room completely speechless.
I never thought this day would come.
Her name is Katherine Jackson, and for over a decade, she has lived with a silence that no mother should ever have to know. She raised 10 children in a small house in Gary, Indiana, pouring her faith, her love, and every quiet sacrifice into each one of them. But Michael was different, not just to the world, to her. He was her gentle one, the one who would sing to her in the kitchen, the one who made her proud in ways words could never fully hold. Losing him in 2009 did not just break her heart. It took a piece of her that never came back.
Still smells like you. She's out of my life.
Then came Jaafar, Michael's own nephew, the son of his brother Jermaine, a young man who had grown up in the shadow of a legend, carrying that name, that blood, that weight. When the world heard he would portray his uncle in the biopic simply titled Michael, some doubted. But producer Graham King did something extraordinary. He drove to Katherine's home. He brought Jaafar in full hair and makeup. And as that door opened and Katherine looked up, the room went completely still. Because standing before her was not just a nephew dressed for a role. It was something far more powerful than anyone had anticipated.
She told me her name was Billie Jean. You're confident.
She was so moved that all she could say was 3 words. That's Michael. Not Jaafar, Michael. 95 years old, and in that single moment, every wall she had built around her grief came down. The tears came quietly at first. Then they came from somewhere deep. From 1958 and a kitchen in Indiana. From sold-out stadiums and moonwalks, and a mother watching her boy from the wings. Jaafar himself later said that hearing his grandmother's reaction, knowing she felt he truly embodied Michael, was the highest compliment he could ever receive. Because she was not just any viewer. She was the woman who knew the real thing.
Mother, how do you feel talking about Mike's passing? Is that too much for you? A question or two? If it's too much, then don't do it.
I can't.
Okay.
When she said that, I got really emotional, and just to hear that and see it, when I saw her, she gave me a really big hug and said how proud she was, and to me that was everything.
They say greatness skips no generation in some families. It simply finds a new vessel and keeps moving. Michael Jackson did not just leave behind music. He left behind a bloodline that still carries his fire. And on the day a 95-year-old mother looked at her grandson and whispered her son's name, the world was reminded that love does not end at death. Legacy does not end at death. Katherine said it herself when Jaafar was first cast, that he embodies her son, that it is wonderful to see him carry on the Jackson legacy. She was right, because some souls are simply too big to disappear. They just find their way home. And maybe that's what legacy really is. Not something we remember, something we feel, a again and again. If this moment stayed with you, subscribe for more stories like this.